Good morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, this is one of the end of month days in which the USDA puts out some very important numbers for the market to digest. They're going to put out March 1 stocks and also acres for 2023 by crop. Some people think the corn acreage number might be a little old. It was taken 30 days ago when the farmers, I think, were pretty optimistic about planting corn. But weather to date across the Midwest has been wetter than normal, which could change some of their minds by the time they get into the fields. Before the report, we've got beans up 3 cents, corn up a penny, wheat's down about 3 cents, with Minneapolis down 7. Outside markets, kind of more of the same, with less headlines about the bank crisis, more talk about eventually the Fed might have to start lowering interest rates. Stocks are up, the dollar's up, crude's up, right up against that lower end of the trading range since November at $75. The upper end was $80. And we also got gold, silver, and most of the soft commodities higher. In the grains, again, the USDA numbers are key. At 11 o'clock, we'll know acres and stocks, and the markets will respond to that. I think the market's looking for a little bit higher corn, acres and stocks, a little bit lower bean and stocks and acres. And I think the market will kind of react to that. But then after that, it's all up starting next Monday with the weather here in the U.S. and the Northern Hemisphere. Down in South America, I think the rains is helping keep Argentina crops from getting smaller. They did announce for April a soy peso program, and with some of the beans that the Argentina farmers may be holding over from the 21 and 22 crop, they may sell those beans into the marketplace. Brazil continues to have lower bean prices than the U.S. to China, and we're seeing their corn bases drop every day versus the U.S. as they get into some of the early harvests, and the safrinha crop, I think, looks pretty good. It's dry right now, which is helping bean harvest, but our weather guy thinks eventually we could see some cooler temperatures in Argentina, which could stimulate rains in central Brazil. Here in the United States, a stagnant weather pattern with cold, wet conditions in the northern plains in Canada, wet conditions across the Midwest, dry in the southern plains. I think most of the market is anticipating that maybe by mid-April we'll see a slight change in that pattern, maybe a little bit less rain across the eastern Midwest and the southeast. Still worried about planting delays in the northern plains and also in Canada. Europe continues to see lower prices. Yesterday, Poland was trying to stop feed grains coming in from Ukraine. They're trying to support their farmers. And I guess the big thing is just Russian policy. What will they do to try to improve their farmers' prices? At the same time, they could come out with a minimum price in wheat that's below the current market. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense of what that policy is going to be. Watching geopolitical issues in Washington, and we'll just kind of see what the USDA has to say, and then how the market reacts.